In a recent video that features the celebrity giving birth, Teen Mom Kailyn Lowry alluded to the birth date of her twins. In November 2023, Kailyn gave birth to twins, a girl and a boy, according to an exclusive report from the U.S. Sun. The 31-year-old Kailyn revealed the news last week and has since provided more information regarding the baby's birth. The former Teen Mom 2 star shared a TikTok video on Friday that showed her wearing a hospital gown just before giving birth to the twins. She started the video by highlighting her 25-year-old baby daddy, Elijah Scott, who said he was nervous about having 2 more children. Then, Kailyn disclosed that she went into labor at 35 weeks and talked about her anxiety over a cesarean section. Elijah, still processing what was happening, chimed in, calling it wild that he would soon have 3 kids of his own. In November of 2022, Rio, a boy, was born to him and Kailyn. The TV personality realized, "We're about to have 3 babies under one." Her remark, nevertheless, caused some fans to scowl because it seemed to imply that the infants were born before November 20, Rio's first birthday. In Friday's episode of her Barely Famous podcast, Kailyn teased the twins' birth date once again by mentioning that the kids were in the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU, when Rio turned a year old. She also mentioned that they spent Thanksgiving and Lincoln's birthday, which was a few days earlier, in the hospital. Kailyn posted the twins' very first Instagram photo after the episode aired. The former reality star was seen in the photo seated in a wheelchair in the hospital, holding the babies. After birth, the babies spent some time in the NICU with wires attached to them. On the podcast, Kailyn talked candidly about the encounter and how she handled the frightening circumstances. They stayed for more than a few days. We spent a few weeks there and got to know the folks there, some of whom had been there for months on end, the woman remarked. The Pennsylvania native went on to talk about how hard it was to see her daughter, who she called Baby B, go through hardships. She would simply nod off during meals. She refused to accept a bottle when I tried to feed her, and she never showed any signs of hunger. And it was very challenging because, from the way I'm looking at him, Baby A, I can tell that, in addition to being in the NICU for some of the same reasons, he takes a bottle without any problems. Then all she was doing was sleeping all the time, Kailyn remarked, trying not to cry. I shed a lot of tears. I think I sobbed more during the NICU stay than during the C-section. Later, Kailyn and Elijah talked about how stressful it was for the family and how their daughter spent more time in the NICU than their boy. We had to travel back and forth, at least once a day, one of us, Elijah said. The trip there and back took an hour, and I spent a lot of time there. After that, we had 6 more children. We had him at home after he was released from the NICU. Apart from the twins and Rio, Kailyn is also the mother of 3 boys, Lux, who is 3 years old, and Creed, who is 6, with her former partner Chris Lopes, a son Lincoln, who is 10, and a son 6, with her former spouse Joe Rivera.